between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling Hofrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here.
You play just like Shipboard, though.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
That's how most of the people are in the league, bro. It's run the ball, slants and drags.
So
that's how that Saints
now from the 30.
He don't push the ball down the field unless it's to Michael Thomas. Nail it, Mike. Oh yeah, cool board.
A former star at nearby Georgia. This is Sony Michel. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Than Alpha was, but it's still a little rough.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground is Michel. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He's brought down by
the good run on first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
That was fun.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Oh, what?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And boy, he is very close to all. He's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Is Jimmy playing it?
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run.
So I had to I had the last week. It was okay. I guess it must have changed stuff. I got access.
Please wait while we launch Call of Duty.
It's going to take you. You got to do an update.
But it pays off. They convert.
Download.
Can't find the application.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's the Pro Bowl corner to keep Talib there to stop him.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw
Who
in
you
the
playing
double
against in the
coverage.
playoffs,
Be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage.
I take out the Eagles usually.
You can beat them.
That's the one. That's the second cheese.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Well, the Saints really some cheesy. Saints just run the same shit.
Nah. I played Boogie before, so I played Boogie before.
Oh, you talking about the
They did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield.
I heard he was cheesy.
But they never did.
I've been practicing all morning, so you know. So I'll definitely be ready against him, so I'm not too worried.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
On that YouTube.
No.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Oh, you've been watching this stream.
Now, I haven't watched the stream. I just looked at what he liked to do. He liked to throw the ball 83% of the time, and then every single run play he do inside zone, which is like 78% of the time. He do switches, he do woods, and he do that play action side
to the
play.
defense.
The right
Great
hand
job
side.
there at the point of attack, holding up.
Oh, that's the one I
They
scored 3
won their
touchdowns.
battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run.
You
Really nice
wanna
job
cook it,
swarming to the ball carrier.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
What makes his team dirty is he got 4 superstars.
This is Todd Gurley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
The 46-yard line.
Mixon with a first down.
You supposed
and this one's going to go the wrong way.
If I'm going to put you as that fullback, you're supposed to block the first person in front of you. You do not go to the side. You do not go left and right. If you see a safety coming down, you're supposed to pick up that damn block.
Hey, I don't know what that means on Madden. Hey, he's not doing it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths trying to create space for you up front.
Why nobody?
He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through
Yeah,
there for a nice explosive run.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
All right.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, Viking.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken
This is gonna take those game shows, bro. You don't take one.
They tax the shit out of you.
They tax you about 50%.
Showing it here.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
And then let's say you go on there and win a whole bunch of prizes. You want to take over half the
possession when they punted the football.
Well, you'll take them home, but you got to pay the tax on it. The tax in California is like 11–12%.
Falcons get there for the sack. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 30-yard line. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Like a loading animation.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
$32,000.
Yeah, no, it's 139,000. It's missing the next number and say 42.
This time Ryan will throw. He gets it left side to Johnson.
I see you fucking college.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now 3rd and 9.
Oh, he won it.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Good jumping stuff.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
He's hiding in the bush.
He said,
Ready to go.
Mikhail.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Newton trying to lay one up deep.
How you drop the pick?
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I feel like ever since the update from yesterday, all my DBs are.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton to Michelle on the screen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Michelle. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He may try to run for this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
New England.
Cam Newton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
That dude jumping around.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his...
Is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Wow, that dude just threw a grenade right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Nobody want to hold on to
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
You know, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now, Michelle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And
now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. Dancing to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Ryan to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons have taken the lead. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time, no matter how many...
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. He'll get this underneath to Michelle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that's
more how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Michel. Down to about the 22 here.
Sony Michel.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
New England.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
One brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They're going to run this with a tight end and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
It went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense out here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Adam
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
out of the backfield.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Intercepted.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Open man is Myers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Complete to Jacoby.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
A loss of 5.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Todd Gurley on the carry.
Bo Allen on the stop.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage. no gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On third down, Taylor. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 180.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Gain of 10 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
New England on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Here we go with Michel. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Sony Michel won't get there. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that fourth room. Dante Hightower on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
At the 8-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
We're ready. 58. We're ready. What we got? What we got? What we got? He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. End zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, New England.
Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Operating from the gun. Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Patriots.
Eluding the pressure right. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Newton, he's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan wants to throw it. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Number 14, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Newton's pass intercepted.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset.
Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Here we go. 180. Watch the screen. Hey! Check. 154. Oh, here we go.
One last throw here for Newton. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They can